to bring in right now, though, our very first guest here. A lot happening. Missouri Congressman and the chairman of the House and Ways Means Committee, Congressman Jason Smith. Welcome in, Congressman. Great to see you. I know we chatted a little bit last week. We were all in Milwaukee, and this news cycle incredibly fast. First off, your reaction. Kimberly Cheadle said she wouldn't step down, and today, here we have it. Obviously, many say there's still too many questions that we do not know why a man who's 20 years old could have gotten that close to Donald Trump.
Well, all I'll have to say is that the director should have resigned 10 days ago. In fact, I believe that President Biden should have fired her within 24 hours. Give her the opportunity to resign. But since she didn't resign, Biden should have fired her because it is clear that there was a huge breach of duty that was owed to Donald Trump.
Yeah, interesting enough, he didn't fire her. A statement today he just released says, as a leader, it takes honor, courage, and incredible integrity to take full responsibility for an organization tasked with one of the most challenging jobs in public service. That's Joe Biden today on her resignation. Also today, Congressman, we're waiting to see Joe Biden. We heard him yesterday. Did you hear him call into Kamala's event? The fact that he has decided to drop out of the race, do it via social media, no one's seen him in days. Was that handled correctly?
You know, this is so weird. Like, the American people deserve to see him. They deserve to see him in front of a camera. He may have COVID, but he can still get in front of a camera, socially distance, and talk to the American people. It's absolutely disturbing that he has been locked down for 6 days, that he announced he was going to disenfranchise 14 million Democrat primary voters by stepping aside and then asking them to support Vice President Harris, who has not received one vote from the Democrat primaries.
No, not one single vote. And they talk so much about a threat to democracy. We had 14 million voters in the primary. They didn't vote for other people. They voted for Biden. Kamala here out on the stump yesterday. I want to play this because this, again, was the first time we actually heard Joe Biden's voice since he posted that letter on social media Sunday, dropping out.
You guys heard it from Doug's voice. We love Joe and Jill. We really do. They truly are like family to us.
So do we.
And we do. Everybody here does.
It's mutual.
I knew you were still there. You're not going anywhere, Joe.
I'm watching you, kid. I'm watching you, kid. I love you.
I love you, Joe. Oh. I just have to say, I love Joe Biden. I love Joe Biden, and I know we all do, and we have so many darn good reasons for loving Joe Biden.
Well, one reason she loves him is now he's stepped aside and she can, take this top of the ticket. Congressman, Biden's younger brother spoke to CBS, says the health of the president, Biden, played a decision to end his campaign. Do you have any other insight or visibility on this? Was there something else besides just the fact that, well, he had a disastrous debate and they abandoned him because they didn't think they could win and stay in power?
Bianca, without a doubt, the reason why Joe Biden is not going to be their nominee for president is for political reasons, because they know he can't beat Donald Trump. It's not for medical reasons. The cognitive decline of Joe Biden is the same today as it was 3.5 years ago when he was campaigning in his basement in Delaware.
Jason
Vice
Smith?
President Harris and the elitist Democrats. Yes.
Congressman Jason, stand by with us for a moment. We just want to take everyone live to Schumer as we listen to him endorse Kamala Harris. If you can stand by, I'll get your reaction after this. Let's play this.
A man of deep faith. We love him. We truly do. I'll have more to say on President Biden later this afternoon in my floor speech. But President Biden's selfless decision has given the Democratic Party the opportunity to unite behind a new nominee, and boy, oh boy, are we enthusiastic. Since President Biden's announcement, we've seen the Democratic Party swiftly coalesce behind Vice President Kamala Harris. When I spoke with her Sunday, she said she wanted the opportunity to win the nomination on her own, and to do so from the grassroots up, not top down. We deeply respected that, Hakeem and I did. She said she would work to earn the support of our party, and boy, has she done so in quick order. Vice President Harris has done a truly impressive job securing the majority of delegates needed to win the Democratic Party's nomination to be our next president of the United States. The vast majority of my senators quickly and enthusiastically endorsed her. So now that the process has played out, from the grassroots bottom up, we are here today to throw our support behind Vice President Kamala Harris. I'm clapping. You don't have to. It's a happy day. What can I say? Together, we will keep and hopefully grow the Senate majority. And under future Speaker Hakeem Jeffries, we will win back the House. Democrats are moving forward stronger and more united than ever before. In just the last 36 hours, I have seen a surge of enthusiasm from every corner of our party, uniting behind Vice President Harris. An enthusiasm felt in every corner of the country, and it's contagious among Democrats. The volunteers, the small contributions, they're just pouring in ways even beyond our expectations. Now, we all know that Vice President Harris has a tremendous record to run on. And now begins the next chapter in our quest to make sure Donald Trump does not become president. Today, with one voice, we speak about the dangers he presents to working families, to our country, and to our democracy. We see very clearly how nervous the Republicans are about our new nominee. Well, they ain't seen nothing yet. Last night, Vice President Harris secured a majority of delegates. Today, in Wisconsin...
Congressman Jason Smith's good enough to stand by with us in the breaking news. So there it is, Chuck Schumer opening with, "We love him," similar talking point that Kamala says. He says that Republicans are nervous about Kamala being at the top of the ticket. First, get your reaction to that there.
I can tell you this Republican is not nervous. Donald Trump is going to beat Vice President Harris and will be elected the 47th president of the United States. Like I said before, the only reason why Joe Biden is not the nominee and why they disenfranchised 14 million Democrat voters is because of political reasons, because he was measured as not being able to defeat Donald Trump. It wasn't for medical reasons. So I don't know what corners of the country that Leader Schumer has been talking to people, but I sure haven't heard optimism.
No. Well, we're hearing from Jeffries now. Let's dip back in and then get your reaction. We have a couple of new breaking developments as well. Let's play this for about 30 seconds so folks can hear this endorsement from Hakeem Jeffries.
Kamala Harris and her candidacy has excited and energized the House Democratic Caucus, the Democratic Party, and the nation. Vice President Harris has earned the nomination from the grassroots up and not the top down. She is ready, she is willing, she is able to energetically and emphatically lead America into the future. Kamala Harris is a common sense leader who knows how to deliver real results for hardworking American taxpayers. Kamala Harris is a courageous leader who has worked hard throughout her entire career to keep our communities safe. Kamala Harris is a compassionate leader who will build an affordable economy that makes life better for everyday Americans.
Wow, she's ready, willing, and able. That wasn't what he was saying about a week ago. He was ducking cameras after the debate, Congressman Jason Smith. This is how it works, though. I mean, this is really, it's fascinating to watch it all in real time here as they are now trying to say that she has earned a nomination, yet not one single vote from an American wanted her at the top of the ticket.
When Mr. Jeffrey says that she earned the nomination from the bottom up, That couldn't be more false. She earned it from the party bosses, from their donors, from the Democrat elites, from the top down, because the American people was disenfranchised. 14 million Americans was disenfranchised. They say they're the party of democracy. They are trying to destroy democracy by their attempt of doing anything that they possibly can to make sure that they maintain control and power over the American people.
I want to give you a final thought here, because obviously the message, no matter if it's Kamala or if it's Biden, it is the same record. And I know that they tried to say, Schumer tried to say, you haven't seen nothing yet. Are you concerned? Because he says that Donald Trump is a danger he presents. Isn't that rhetoric from the left that got us to the point on a Saturday afternoon in Butler, Pennsylvania, where we had an assassin bullet kill Donald Trump? I mean, are they really going down that line again, Congressman?
It's really hard to understand the directions that they ever go, Bianca, but I'll tell you, we know without a doubt that the Harris-Biden administration is what led to working class Americans facing a difficulty of just putting food on their table, clothes on their backs. They've seen inflation go up 20% because of the American Rescue Plan, the $2 trillion spending bill that was passed in the first 2 months of President Biden's office. Guess who was the deciding vote? Her name is Vice President Harris.
Yeah.
She is the reason why every working class America is struggling to put food on their table.
And the borders are. I have 10 seconds here. You think there was a deal struck for a pardon for Hunter? I know you were at the forefront with the whistleblowers, the taxes, everything on that laptop that now we know is accurate. Was there a pardon deal struck for Hunter, Congressman?
I think time's going to tell a lot. Yeah. President Biden has said all along that he's not going to pardon his son. He also said that he was going to run against Donald Trump. He's not running against Donald Trump, so let's see.
Congressman Jason Smith, Chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee, great to have you in today. Thank you for staying with us as we watch that incredible, historic breaking news here today and await Biden's first reemergence since dropping out of the campaign. Good to see you, sir.